Nobody told you the bank has a secret menu, not a hidden fee menu, a hidden people menu. The same building, the same logo, the same phone number on the back of your card. But depending on one single number next to your name, you are a completely different human being to them. Not treated differently, classified differently, processed differently, valued differently. I spent months studying how American banks actually behave at every level of wealth, and what I found made me understand something nobody teaches you in school. Nobody mentions in orientation. Nobody whispers when you open your first account. The system was never designed to serve everyone equally. It was designed to serve profit, and profit has levels. This is what each level actually looks like from the inside. Level 1. Negative balance. The minus sign. The number on your screen has a minus in front of it. $4. A coffee charge you forgot was scheduled. You stare at it thinking it might correct itself. It doesn't. Within minutes, a notification arrives. $35. Overdraft fee. Stop and feel that math for a second. You went negative by $4. The bank's response was to make you $39 more negative. The punishment for having no money is that you lose more money. Automatically. Instantly. Without a phone call, without a warning, without a single human being making a decision. The algorithm saw the number, matched it to a policy, and executed. You weren't consulted. You called. You waited on hold for 22 minutes. A voice answered, read from a script, and told you the fee could not be reversed at this time. You asked to escalate. They said someone would call back within 48 hours. Nobody called. Meanwhile, a $7 subscription you forgot processed. Another $35 fee. Then your rent payment failed because the account was negative. Your landlord charged a $75 late fee. Your phone bill bounced. $25 more. $4 became $216 of damage in 72 hours, and not 1 cent of it required your permission. You started skipping lunch. Not dramatically. Quietly. You walked past the place you usually ate and kept walking, like you had somewhere better to be. A coworker asked if you wanted to grab food. You said you already ate. You didn't. This is what financial stress actually looks like from the outside. Completely invisible. Perfectly performed. You walked into the branch on Friday to sort it out in person. The teller looked at her screen. Her face didn't change with anger or pity. It changed with something colder than both. Recognition of a category. You watched yourself stop being a customer and become a case, a flag, a risk profile wearing shoes. You left without saying what you came to say. Because somewhere between the $4 and the unreturned call and the failed rent, you stopped feeling like someone they wanted to help. You started feeling like something they wanted to process and move past. At negative balance, you are not a customer. You are a liability the system is managing. Level 2, $200. Technically positive. You pulled it back. Overtime shifts, skipped expenses, a week of discipline nobody witnessed. The account is positive. The bank noticed. Not with applause. The monthly maintenance fee hit anyway. $12. Quietly deducted. No notification. The minimum to avoid it is $1,500. You don't have $1,500. So every month you pay the bank to hold the money you barely have. You applied for a credit card. They offered you a secured one, meaning you hand them $300 of your own money so they can lend it back to you at 24% interest. You are providing the collateral to receive access to your own funds at a profit margin that benefits only them. You declined, which meant when your tire blew on a Tuesday, you had nothing to fall back on. You rode the bus 3 hours late. Your manager said nothing but looked at you slightly longer than usual. At the branch, the teller processed your request in under a minute, did not ask if there was anything else, did not say have a nice day. The next customer stepped up and the warmth returned. You pushed through the door and felt something you have never been able to name. You were not refused. You were not mistreated. You were moved through the way luggage moves through a system. Correctly handed, never considered. At $200, the bank does not dislike you. The bank does not see you. Level 3, $2,000. The system wakes up. Your direct deposit had been hitting the same account on the same schedule for 6 months. The algorithm noticed before any human did. The maintenance fee disappeared. Not because you asked, because your deposit pattern matched a profile the bank decided was worth keeping without charge. The same fee that drained your account every month for years simply stopped existing, and nobody told you why. Credit card offers started arriving. Real ones. $2,000 limits. Your name in actual ink. Pre-approved, the envelope said, as if you had become someone else overnight without being informed of the transition. You applied. Approved in 90 seconds. 8 months ago, this institution would not extend you credit. Now they were mailing you metallic envelopes. You walked into the branch and the teller said good morning before you reached the counter. Not warmly, not coldly. The middle register of human interaction where most people spend their entire relationship with their bank without ever knowing there is something warmer above them and something colder below. The bank does not care who you are as a person. The bank cares what your account pattern looks like. At $2,000, your pattern looks like something they can sell products to. You are no longer invisible. You are not respected. You are profitable. Those are 3 entirely different things. Level 4. $15,000. More rope. You logged in and your credit limit had changed. $4,000 became $9,500. You did not apply. The bank simply decided you were worth more access. Then a call came. Not automated. A person. Your relationship banker. He asked about your goals, your timeline. The institution that kept you on hold for 22 minutes at -$4 just dialed your number voluntarily on a Tuesday morning. A fee appeared on your statement. You emailed your banker. 3 hours later, taken care of. 2 words. No form, no script, just a resolution. The same fees that took 3 phone calls at $200 now disappear with a single sentence. The system did not change. Your position in it did. Level 5. $80,000. Preferred. Your statement carries a word in the upper corner now. Preferred. It appears on your login screen, on the email signature of the man assigned to your account. You did not earn this through loyalty or tenure or character. The number earned it for you. Your banker knows you have a sister in another city because you mentioned it once 9 months ago. The detail is not friendship, it is retention strategy. You walk into any branch and someone stands up. Not the teller, someone with a nameplate. They guide you past the rope divider directly to a desk. The same rope line you stood inside for years without knowing you were inside it. Because from that angle, it just looks like a lobby. A pre-approval letter arrives for a $400,000 mortgage. The bank assessed your finances and sent you an offer before you decided to buy anything. The price of money is no longer a negotiation. It is an offering. Level 6. $500,000. The bank comes to you. You stop going to the bank starts coming to you. Your banker stops emailing and starts calling. When he calls, his colleague is already driving to your office with printed reports in a leather folder. Nobody tries to sell you anything directly. The selling is ambient. You are being positioned to need them, which is worth more over time than any single transaction. A wire transfer freezes. You call. Someone answers on the second ring. No hold music. Fixed in the same conversation. The identical situation at $200 would have consumed an afternoon. You attend a private dinner. 8 clients. A city view. Nobody mentions money the entire evening. Money is the reason for the room. It is not the subject of the room. At $500,000, you are not a customer being served. You are an asset being protected. Level 7. $5 million. Private banking.
The phrase sounds like wealth management. It is not. Wealth management is a department. Private banking is a relationship. And relationships at this level do not follow standard policy. They negotiate it. Your private banker manages fewer than 20 accounts. He knows your children's names. He knows about the foundation you mentioned considering because you said it once over coffee and he wrote it down. The interest rate on your mortgage is not pulled from a rate sheet. It is discussed in a phone call. The paperwork that takes a standard customer 2 weeks gets handled in 48 hours because someone was told whose account required attention. You sit in a room with no visible branding on the door. The table is one piece of wood. The investment being discussed will not appear on any public prospectus. The room exists because clients at your level exist. At $5 million, you are not following the bank's rules. You are sitting across from people deciding which rules apply to you.
Level 8, $25 million. You are the relationship. You do not have a banker anymore. You have a relationship. And the distance between those two words is the entire distance between this level and every level below it. 3 people inside this institution have your account as a named priority in their performance objectives. Losing you would affect careers. Deals are not offered from a catalog. They are constructed around your participation before you have agreed to participate. Investments reach you before they are available to the public. You do not apply for things at 25 million. Things apply for you. The Chief Investment Officer asks for your perspective. The head of private banking schedules a flight to ask what the next generation of clients should expect. You are shaping the institution that once charged you $35 for a $4 mistake. Right now, somewhere, someone is staring at a screen with a minus sign in front of their balance. $4, a forgotten charge. The fee will process within the hour. They will call. They will wait. A voice will answer and read from a script. And they will not know, standing in that moment, that the system responding to them with indifference is the same system that will one day fly someone to their office to ask their opinion. The bank did not change between that phone call and this boardroom. The bank revealed at every level exactly what it always was. You are the same person at every balance. The number is the only thing that changes. And the number is the only thing the bank ever actually saw.